This Veterans Day, we are shining a spotlight on one of our very own who served bravely for more than 2 decades. Sergeant Dan Greenwell never grew up thinking he would join the National Guard, but it was after a conversation with his uncle that he decided to give it a try.
He talked me into it, built it up. He had been in for a while, been active duty, and had came back to the National Guard. And I was like, you know what, I need something. Let me try it. So I went, took all the tests, signed the paperwork, and in 1997, I went to basic training.
Which meant at 18 years old, Sergeant Greenwell spent 1 weekend a month at drill. But then September 11th, 2001 happened. In the years that followed, Sergeant Greenwell was deployed to Bosnia, Afghanistan, and Iraq.
There was a lot of pride in it. Obviously, starting with the military, it kind of gave me a purpose, gave me something to believe in myself in. So being able to serve after 9/11, it was like an honor to go over and serve in the name of all those that had served before us.
Deployment, though, came with its own set of challenges, including being away from family and his 2 daughters. It also taught him life lessons about humanity and himself.
Being away, it teaches you how to cope, how to face that adversity. And I'd say the other one was just being able to work with everybody. Like, from a small town in southern Indiana, there's not a lot of diversity down there. So I got to meet men, women of various, races, nationalities, religions, and the camaraderie that was built between everyone was absolutely amazing.
In between deployments, while Sergeant Greenwell was in the Hoosier State, he applied and joined IMPD and went to work on Indy's east side.
I spent 10 years out at 38th and Post area out on our far east side. Worked with some amazing men and women, a few veterans as well. So it was nice to have that camaraderie to walk into and start building that relationship, as well as the police side of it.
A relationship he had to develop with the community as well. Skills he learned while serving.
Part of it has been able to help me communicate with various people. I can relate to a lot of issues that some families have. As a leader in the military, I was able to take those experiences that I had with my soldiers, or the personal issues that they had, that I could help them through, that I may not have personally experienced, but I could still come back and give some advice that was effective for other people, at least point them in the right direction.
These days you can find Sergeant Greenwell working late shift on Downtown District. And this spring, he plans to pursue his master's degree. He says serving his country still will be one of his proudest accomplishments and something that will stay with him for the rest of his life.
Coming back, it makes you very appreciative of even the issues that we have, whether it be personal, whether it be as a community or as a country. You can take all of that and realize that there's a lot worse that's going on and could be. So you take it and you just got to not just build yourself with it, but once you get to a point, you got to be able to share that, kind of help others get to that same point with themselves.
The IMPD would like to say thank you to every veteran who has served or continues to serve this great country and protect our freedoms. We want to say thank you for your service and your sacrifice.